I was sitting outside and thinking, who am I to go into the Love Shack? I call it my studio, the Love Shack. Go into the Love Shack and create a sound bath or create a guided meditation or give some kind of advice and encouragement. Who am I to do that? I was looking on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and seeing all sorts of options that we all have when it comes to sound bath practitioners and people offering advice and wisdom and, you know, all sorts of guided meditations. And I started to kind of feel a little bit down about myself and down on myself and thinking, you know, it's a lot of work. I'm not doing it for the money or the fame, so why bother? Like, who am I? And just as strongly, this voice from inside came up and kind of quoted a Marianne Williamson point of view that she had that says, well, who are you not to do that? Who are you not to shine? Who are you not to make big of yourself? Who are you to stay so small? As a Nine Nin says, tight in a bud. Who are you to do that? Who are you not to shine? Who are you not to be the star? Who are you not to ooze all the love that you are, that resides within you and is you, out all over the place? You have a unique expression. It's just your own. Yeah, there are other guided meditation practitioners out there, but there's not you. There are other sound bath makers out there, but there isn't you. And so today, as we do our guided meditation, I want you to know that it's laced with, seeped in the beauty of our uniqueness. You know, each one of us is so unique, and yet so the same in all of our uniqueness. Like every single one of us is rare. And that makes us all be so spectacular in our regularness. Like everybody is spectacular. That makes everybody just as average as can be. Do you know what I mean? Like we're all special. And that makes us then just be about as non-special as you can get in some ways. How is it? I remember I talking to my husband the other day and I said, one thing that has been speaking to me is that, ordinary, that's the word I was thinking. I said to him, I'm just ordinary, but it's not just ordinary. I'm ordinary in that I'm like everybody else, but I also know that I'm extraordinary, and so that makes everybody else be incredibly extraordinary. You know, extraordinary. There's something just so amazing about each and every one of us. And once you come into understanding and remembering and really embracing your own extraordinariness, you can do that for everybody else's spectacular extraordinariness as well. I was thinking about, I don't know if you've seen the one show movie, I watch it every year, It's a Wonderful Life. And the main character, George, has a misfortune happen to him, and it's devastating, and he thinks it would be better off if he just died, if he just died. And then he goes on to say, you know what, not even that I would die, it would be better if I just wasn't born at all. Like if I never even existed right from the beginning. And so he gets Clarence, his guardian angel, who's trying to earn his wings. And Clarence shows him what the world would be like without him in it. What would have unpacked, the world that would have ensued without George Bailey, without him. And he got a chance to see that in all of his ordinariness, in all of his just extraordinary life, he had made an incredible impact on so many people. in so many lives. And at the end, spoiler alert, everybody came to help him out with the misfortune. And it was a good thing that he didn't take his life after all, that he chose to stay. Because while he may have thought that he was just ordinary and nothing special, him existing changed the trajectory of the world. And so maybe that's the word that I have for us today, as I was sitting out there thinking, what's so special about what I have to offer? Why bother? Maybe each and every one of us, I would go so far as to say definitely each and every one of us, have something so extraordinary to share with the world. We are that. And that you existing changes everything. Your existence, without you even having to do anything, changes everything. And so I think that on our guided meditation today, perhaps we'll go on a journey to remember that we incarnated, that we came here into this skin and these bones, into this particular family, meeting up with a particular people that we do, and that there's something holy and sacred orchestrating it all. There is this spirit that is breathing life into all of our relationships. And there's something very extraordinary about the decisions we're making, the plans, and the ways that we are in communication with each other. We think that we need to make a huge splash by having 100,000 followers and making $1 million and having millions of likes and all that other. But what if it was even more simple than that? What if it was just smiling at the person across the aisle at Walmart? Just that smile. I'm going to tell you a story, and then we'll get to the guided meditation. This is a story that I heard years and years and years and years ago, and it really spoke to me. There was this boy, and he walked home from school every day, and on this particular day, he had his entire locker in his backpack. He's walking down the street, and there was a kid on the other side of the street who looked over, and he saw this kid with his entire huge backpack, and he calls over to him and he goes, "Hey, could I help you carry some of those books? It sounds like you got a lot of studying that you're going to be doing. Do you need some help carrying some of your books?" And the kid said, "Yeah, I guess I could." And they ended up, while they were walking home, striking up a bit of a conversation, and a little friendship ensued. One of them said, "Hey," I think the kid across the street says, "Hey, we're having a little get together. Why don't you join us?" And the one kid with all the backpacks says, "Oh, okay." So that was a Friday night. On Monday morning, the kid has his backpack, and the other kid says, "Hey, can I help you carry all of these books right back to school?" He says, "Yeah." And over the years, through the rest of middle school and through high school, this incredible friendship emerges, grows. Lots of depth, lots of roots, beautiful large tree with lots of fruit, beautiful friendship. Well, it ends up being the senior graduation. And our original kid, with all of the books in his backpack, he is valedictorian. And he gets up there, I'm going to try to say this without crying. He gets up there And he says, "Hi, everybody. Yep, I'm valedictorian. As you know, my name is Pete. But here's something you don't know. Back about 7 years ago, I was on my way home, and I had cleaned out my locker, and I had all of my entire backpack filled with my locker. I had cleaned it out completely because I didn't want my mom to have to go back and clean it up, because that weekend I was going to kill myself. I had decided that life was too hard and I was too lonely, and it didn't seem like that there was anybody there for me, and nobody understood. And I didn't feel like I was making that much of a difference in the world. And so I decided I was going to end it that weekend. But on the way home, my best friend Joe, as you know, my best friend Joe at the time didn't know me, but he struck up a conversation with me and invited me off and about to a party or what have you. And we ended up being really good friends. And well, long story short of it is I clearly never took my life. I decided to stay. And of course, Joe over there is just shocked hearing about this, because he had no idea that tiny little, "Hey, maybe I can help you with your backpack. It seems like you got a lot going on." He had no idea that he was saving what was going to be his best friend's life. And so, I guess my message would be, in all of our ordinariness, perhaps we are quite extraordinary. In all of our simplicity, in all of our just a few hundred followers, hardly any likes, no comments. But if it's just changing one, if it's reaching one, then it's worth it. That smile across the way to that woman at Walmart, maybe that's the only smile that she got that day. And it warmed her heart enough, and she went home feeling a little more loved, a little more seen. And then she was able to smile at her kids, who then went on to smile at their friends, who then went on to decide to stay. That was long, wasn't it? Hopefully it spoke to you. It spoke to me, so wow. Thank you for being here. Today on our guided meditation, I, as usual, have no idea what's going to happen, but we'll start with a little quote and we'll let it unpack from there. Find a comfortable space for you to just lay down, relax, and allow whatever is happening to happen, knowing that's exactly what's supposed to be happening. Open heart, open hands, open arms, open mind. Endless possibilities. Enjoy your journey. Rumi says, "Do not feel lonely. The entire universe is inside you. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Set your life on fire." So as we prepare for this Yoga Nidra session, I encourage you to find a comfortable position, best that you can. Click out of all of those mental tabs. X all of them out and allow yourself just a few minutes to be still, to let the body be still, to allow the mind to be still, to start practicing this quietness, this calmness, to find the peace that you are within, that exists no matter what is going on around you. Do not feel lonely, Rumi says. The entire universe is inside you. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Set your life on fire. What's most important with our time together today is to make yourself so comfortable that it would feel better to be still than move. And this is a practice. If you need to move, then move. But see if you can start to practice stillness. Practice it in the body, knowing that you are a body and a mind and emotions and beliefs. And that as you practice stillness in the physical body, this will affect your mind and your heart as well. So just become aware of the breath. And as you breathe in gently and peacefully, believe that you're breathing in love, that you're breathing in healing, that you're breathing in friendship, that you're breathing in laughter, that you're breathing in joy. And as you breathe each of these into you, they find their way into the cracks and crevices of every cell of your being. And then you are filled to the brim with love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. That you are filled with mercy and you are filled with grace. You are filled with forgiveness and filled with compassion. That you are filled with courage and you are filled with curiosity. These are the fabric of your being. This is the universe that exists within you. Allow, allow, allow as you breathe in all that is good and praiseworthy to enter in. To warm any cold parts, to soften any rough edges, to ease any aches and pains. Become aware of your shoulders, and as you breathe in, allow them to relax. And with every breath out, know that you are filling the universe with beauty. For all that is within you is beautiful. It's all bliss. The grieving, the sadness, the loneliness, the anger, the frustration, the hopelessness, the disappointment. It's still all beauty. It's still all holy and sacred. It's still all worthy. It's still all bliss. Where can we go? Where can we go that God is not? God is out there. God is in here. God is everywhere, in everything. So God is even in the difficulties, the confusions, and the deep sadness. Yeah, God is in that even. And so we can allow all of those emotions and feelings and thoughts, we can allow them to be experienced because they're not bad. They may be uncomfortable, but they're not bad. They don't need to be shamed, guilted, made to hurry on and get going fast. Get out of here. Nah. It's just an experience that we're having, and it's an intense experience oftentimes. But it's an experience that we can, in fact, allow. And when it feels like it's a little bit too much, a little too overwhelming, we can come back to the stillness, come back to the quietness. We can return to nature, to the loving arms of a tree, a stuffed animal, a guide, a lover. To know that we are never truly alone. For the entire universe exists within us. And so we continue. We continue to breathe that breath from the shoulders into the throat, bringing our attention then into the chest and the lungs. Just becoming aware of the chest and the lungs and any kind of tightness that might be there. Not for judgment, but just for awareness. Like our body is our home, our sacred space, and we want to get to know this body and its wisdom so well. It has its own voice. We want to learn to hear it, how to interpret its messages. And so we bring that breath in, checking in at the shoulders and the throat, down into the lungs and the chest. And then we allow our attention and the breath to continue to flow down into that solar plexus area, between the ribs, below the sternum. We allow ourselves to feel the warmth of love and tenderness to seep into that area of our body like balm, like a healing salve, soaking into any areas that are hurting. We whisper lovingly into our body, into that universe that exists within us. You're never alone. I am here with you. We are here together, all of us. And we let that breath enter in again. Shoulders and arms and hands, throat, lungs, chest, solar plexus. And we allow that breath, that calming, deep, grounding breath to flow even deeper into our bodies, down into the hips, the sacral area, right down into the root chakra, bathing all of our organs in that area with love, with healing, with peace. And we imagine that thick, beautiful, healing essence to ease and drip its way down into the left thigh, the left knee, the left lower leg and foot, the right thigh, the right knee, the right lower leg and foot. And we allow ourselves to become so aware of what it feels like in our body now. To be filled with this warmth, with this tenderness, with this breath that brings life, healing, love, peace, joy, creativity, power, excitement, ecstasy, laughter. And now with your next breath, you become aware of the back of your head, around to the ears, your jaw, your lower lip, upper lip, your tongue and your teeth, your nose, your cheeks, eyes, eyebrows, your forehead, and your top of your head. And as everything begins to slow down and you come out of the habitual rushing and pushing and pulling and trying and figuring, and just allow the breath to come easy in and easy out. Just easy in and easy out. Just easy in and easy out. You become aware of about 3 inches outside of your body. And you become aware of about 6 inches outside of your body. About a foot outside of your body. 2 feet outside of your body. You become aware of about 3 feet all around you outside of your body. And you allow yourself to feel those energies that are outside of your body, that are still in your auric field, still a part of you. Remembering that you don't end at your skin. You are a soul, you are a spiritual being, and you have a body, and that body exists inside of your soul. So you allow your breath to come in and out easy, easy, easy. And we'll take just a moment to allow that creative mind to practice. Just like we go to the gym to work our muscles, we use guided meditations to work that muscle called the creative mind, that right brain that's full of colors and reads images and feelings and shapes, that isn't analytical. So we balance the left and the right hemispheres, allowing both to be part of our reality. And so I'll mention a couple of symbols and visualizations, and you allow yourself to just imagine it. Perhaps you find yourself walking along a sandy stretch of land. The sand is delightfully warm, and your toes feel cozy as you walk. You round a corner and find you're standing at the shore of a beautiful, infinite ocean, glowing golden. Glowing golden waves lap at your feet in the sand. You feel wave after wave gently wash over your feet. And as you enjoy this wave after wave of this beautiful, warm, golden ocean kissing your feet, you notice that down just the way a bit, there's a bonfire right there on the beach, and a group of people hanging out there. Huge bonfire. It's gorgeous. And as the sun is going down on this beautiful evening, you are led to go and join the party. And as you travel just a little bit closer, sand under your feet, in between your toes, You get closer and closer to this big, warm, golden bonfire. You can hear the crackling, the snap of the fire. You hear a flute playing, and you hear the flute singing this most beautiful song, and your whole body just wants to dance. And so you start to dance. You create your own dance. And as you begin to dance and move around the fire, all the other people there start doing the same thing. You have started a wave, just like the ocean. Maybe there was one wave that was brave enough to start, and then the rest of the waves began. Here you are, creating a wave of dancing, people using their bodies in glorious ways to experience being alive and remembering that they are not alone and that the entire universe exists within them. And so here you are, laughter bubbling up from the depths of your belly, flowing up through your heart, through your throat, and out of your mouth. Laughter. Like the laughter of a child. And it is your inner child, so quiet for all these years, that you've just tapped into and have opened your mouth to let that child come on out and play. And that child wants to play, and that child wants to dance and laugh and be curious about everything that's going on around you. And to hear the laughter of all those people that are dancing with you. The unity, the synchronicity in your dance, the beauty in your gathering together, the freedom and the movement of your body. Does it get any better than this? And you know into the very core of your being that you are in the right place at the right time, doing exactly the right thing. This is perfect. The timing of God is perfect. The timing of the universe is absolutely perfect. For you now see everyone and yourself in their extraordinariness. And in this simplicity, in this utter ordinary human existence, lies the most extraordinary experience you could have ever imagined. And you decide in that very moment that you are all in. Come what may, whatever happens, you are not alone. The entire universe exists within you. And you see all of these beautiful versions of love dancing with you, laughing with you, discovering and remembering with you. And you all begin to hold hands and remind each other of who you are. The beauty and the peace and the joy that exists as you, for you, to fully allow into your human experience. It's fun to use the creative mind, isn't it? As a man or a woman thinks, as a soul thinks, so they are. For something to be created, first it must be thought. And so remember that you can come back to using the creative mind, or to come back to this particular visualization anytime. It exists within you. It's always been there. You just tapped into it today. You just remembered it today. So as you enjoy this moment, see if you can feel a smile start from your mouth, and feel that smile actually come into your heart, and then feel that smile go out into your arms, and then feel that smile go out into your legs, and then feel that smile even go up into your head, and then feel that smile go out 3 feet all around you. Can you feel the energies of that smile all around you? In your auric field, coming back into you and then back out, and then back in and then back out into that toroidal field that comes and goes and comes and goes. This is who you are. You are that frequency of a smile. And so today, as we finish up our time of yoga together, our time of being peaceful, checking in with the body, connecting the creative mind, analytical mind with the body, including our beliefs, our thoughts, our feelings, and our energetic body. Allow yourself to just continue to connect with the breath. And as it feels comfortable, to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. And allow yourself to continue to enjoy and experience this extraordinary body in a very extraordinary life. Oh, it feels good to be extraordinary with you. Thank you. And peace be with you.